Okay, so to understand crowdfunding, you have to understand the Jumpstart Our Business Startups Act, or the Jobs Act of 2012. So this video is going to help you understand what that act is and what that allowed real estate investors and sponsors to do and how to utilize this. So in recent years, crowdfunding has become a useful tool for businesses and entrepreneurs to raise capital, but it wasn't always an available option due to strict securities regulations. So in 2012, the Jobs Act was created to ease those securities regulations and to encourage the private funding of US small businesses. In short, it made the process of raising capital simpler, cheaper, and faster. Well, for some companies at least. And eventually made crowdfunding possible. So as this Jobs Act continued to evolve, it allowed more investors to participate in equity capital contribution to private companies. Historically, these investments were only accessible to wealthy, accredited investors, which I've covered in other videos, but that is a term defined by federal securities law, which includes individuals earning $200,000 or more annually or holding at least $1 million in assets minus their private homes. Okay, so the Jobs Act has made it not only easier to raise capital from accredited investors, but it also opened the door to all investors, accredited or not, to invest in certain private offerings. This is huge. This is crucial, and this is a key point to understand about crowdfunding. You need to talk to a securities lawyer. Again, I am not a securities lawyer. I'm literally reading off of a website here. So I'm not a securities lawyer, and nor do I want to be. If you need one, I can refer you to like 5 of them. So the Jobs Act really opened the door for us real estate sponsors to raise capital, because if you read between the lines, the Jobs Act allowed us to use digital marketing and social media to raise capital online for businesses. Well, what does everybody usually take ownership in their real estate as? Entities or businesses. So me as a sponsor, a general sponsor, a general partner, I typically structure our entities with in limited liability companies. Well, that allows us now to raise capital for these companies, aka real estate assets. Okay, so that's why the Jobs Act is important. I'm going to go over a history of how capital was raised before this Jobs Act in the next video.